Hello. Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite albums ever. This is a great record. I wish more people were aware of this. It is so good. It was so good for its time. It should have been friggin' huge. This should have been a huge record. People in the melodic rock community that I'm aware of all know what this is, but it just didn't get what it deserved because this is a great record. So first I'll tell you what it is. Saints and Sinners by Kane Roberts. This album is so good. Love this. This is almost the epitome of the kind of the 80s music I love, with the huge choruses, the huge hooks, the great songwriting, the 12-part chorus harmonies, and the guitar. Oh, okay. So let's back up. So I'm going to tell stories, because if I just go, hey, this record's great, and put it down and hit stop, what fun is that, right? So here's how I found this. I believe we're going to tell another MTV story. I'm pretty sure. The single off of this, at least where I was from, is Does Anybody Really Fall in Love Anymore? And I saw that one time on MTV and loved, those power ballads really got under my skin when I was that age. When is this? Yeah, like 15. So loved it. And just everything about that song is great. Come to find out later, of course, it's co-written by Desmond Child and Diane Warren, right? I think, yeah, I'm almost positive. I don't even have to look. Of course it was. Who write all my favorite stuff just about. So all I remembered was that the word Kane was in, I forgot the guy's name. Like, it came and went, and MTV never played it again. And I couldn't remember the name to call the radio station, and the title was so long, and I wasn't sure I had it right. So, I think a year went by, truly, and that song just stuck back here. And somewhere along the line, like online, it might have been melodic rock, it might have been, I found somebody who knew what I was talking about, like Kane Roberts. All right. So then I was on a mission to find this album. And again, I just know this one song. That's all I know. That's all I need to get in here, carry with me for a year, and be like, I want this record. So this is, again, before, maybe not before it existed, but before I was aware on how to use the tools on the internet to find music and find records. I don't know if eBay, I don't know. All I know is that I was on mission then to find this record. So I called. I got I physically got out a Yellow Pages and went through it and called all the used record stores that were in my Yellow Pages. And I called them all and said, I'm looking for Saints and Sinners by Kane Roberts. And I called a lot of used record stores. It has to be at this point. And I called a lot. I don't know how many I called. There weren't, I guess not a lot, but I called more than 3. How about that? I don't know. There was a bunch. And I remember it was the second from the last one, because everyone's like, no, we don't know what that is. We don't have it. I'm sorry. Second to last one was like, yeah, we have one. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, let me go check the shelf. Like, go check the shelf. And I'm sitting there like, like, yeah, we got one. Can you hold that? Can you hold that for me, please? And I remember, and this is forever ago, we really can't hold records. I'm like, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to go buy it. So this was like 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I had to be at school, I think, or whatever. My point is, the record store was like 25 miles away, which when you're a teenager is really far. And I'm like, all right, I'll be right there. So I drove to this used record store out in, Webster or Baldwin, I don't know, to get this record because of that one song that I'd heard a year before. And it was, it wasn't overly expensive, but it wasn't overly cheap. And again, when you're a kid, $10 is a lot of money to pay for a song, but I did. So I got it, and I was like, wow, look at this douchebag. But I came to, like, you listen to music, go, oh, I see. It's just all image. This is cool. I always love that picture. It was just, I wish I hadn't said that. I'm sorry. I'm just messing around. I wasn't expecting that cover. How about that? It's like, hey. I got it home and I opened it up. I'm like, oh, Desmond Child. Desmond Child is all over this thing. And I love Desmond Child, man. He knows what he's doing. He produces well. He writes incredible stuff. So I basically just spent the next who knows how long listening to this record over and over and over. It's goddamn beautiful. It is one of my favorite albums of this type of all time. Starts with Wild Nights. Wow, guy sings so good. The guy sings like crazy high range with great tone, great control, great pitch, and he's a guitar player, and he's a songwriter. I was like, this guy's a monster. He's a freaking monster. I was so happy that the record was good overall, that it wasn't just like the one song was good and the rest of the record was crap, because I've run into that, especially when I was younger and you buy a whole album for a song. But every My God, I think Twisted's the only song I didn't really care for. I love everything else on here. Love them all. So well produced. I used to walk around in my basement and play bass and try to sing this shit. You know, dance, little sister, dance. Ha, ha. It's crazy. And the guy means it when he sings. And he's a crazy guitar player. So, I don't know much else to say about this. If you love like the Bon Jovi of the time, I guess, because I mean Desmond Child had a hand in that. Kane Roberts was an Alice Cooper. Yeah, he was an Alice Cooper for all the big '80s Alice Cooper records. So I think most of them. I'm not sure he was on all of them. He was Constrictor for sure, and Trash. I was on Trash, but it's really just in that vein, just with no disrespect, with a better singer. He sings much better than this. Let me put it this way. His voice is much more in line with what I did. Great rock voice. And sings like he means it. Love this stuff. So if you like Bon Jovi, Alice Cooper, the winger of the time, get this record. Get it if you don't have it. Really, really good stuff. And I think that's it. Kane Roberts, Saints and Sinners. Album never gets old. Still love it. Great stuff. Still want to write songs like... all right, man. All right, that's it. Just makes me happy. Love that album. That's all I got. Subscribe to the channel. Share this with anybody who likes the big, huge sound of the 80s and doesn't maybe know this record, because they should have it. Essential for that kind of music. Better than a lot of the stuff that was actually a lot more popular. This album was solid as can be. It just should have been much better. Everybody who's a fan of that music should have known this record. Everybody, and still should. Great friggin' record. All right, that's all I got. Oh, God, 7 minutes. How do I talk so much? Subscribe to the channel. Ask for anything else you want me to talk about. I will be glad to do so, and thank you very much for listening.